and this module will set the foundation for your budgeting by understanding categories and automating them with category rules in PocketSmith. Categories help you group transactions. Category rules save you time by auto-assigning future transactions to the right place. Just a quick note, transfers and category rules are often the places people get stuck with their PocketSmith accounts. It's easy to tick make this a category rule without editing the keyword and then wonder why the rule isn't working. We'll cover how to avoid that.
To keep things simple, here's where we are on the onboarding journey. Categorizing transactions with confidence. Categories are the backbone of your budgets. Every transaction belongs to a category, like groceries, rent, or subscriptions, and your budgets are built from these categories. To start off, don't create too many categories. Too many can feel overwhelming. Begin with broad categories that make sense for your spending. Later, we can break these down into more detailed categories, and that's where parent categories really come into their own. You can nest categories under multiple parent categories to keep things organised. And just note, if you're using parent categories, I recommend not budgeting to the parent category. Do all your budgeting at the individual category level for accuracy.
You can create categories in a couple of different places in PocketSmith, and we'll explore those throughout the onboarding. But for now, I'm going to show you how to create a category directly from the transaction screen, because it's the quickest and most common place you'll create new categories as you go.
You can create categories directly from the transaction screen. Just type the name of the category in the category field. If it already exists, select it. If not, choose Create Category. This is a quick way to add new categories as you go.
You can also create categories, including parent categories, from the Categories page. This is great once you've created a few basic categories and want to organize them properly.
To create a parent category, go to Manage Categories. Then click Add New. Type the new category name into the white rectangle. Click Update Categories, then Confirm. Please note, you need to set up parent categories first before you can nest other categories underneath them.
This is perfect when you're working through your transactions and you notice you need something new.
To nest a category under a parent, go to Manage Categories. Find the category you want to nest. Click the three dots on the right, select Edit. Choose the parent category from the drop-down. Save your changes.
This is how you keep things tidy as your system grows.
Once your categories are set up, category rules help PocketSmith automatically assign transactions to the right category based on keywords. Here's the important part. Don't just tick the box and move on.
That's one of the biggest mistakes I see.
If you use the full transaction description as the keyword, your rule will only match that exact phrase. For example, if you create a rule, Woolworths Queenstown, 23rd of November, it won't match Woolworths Auckland City, 5th of October 2025. Instead, edit the keyword to just Woolworths so it works for all locations. Steps: open transactions, assign the correct category, e.g. groceries. Tick Make this a category rule. Edit the keyword if needed. Save. Result: future uncategorized transactions containing that keyword will also auto-categorize. Let's quickly talk about transfers. If you transfer money between accounts, you'll see two transactions: a debit from your account you're transferring from, and a credit into the account you're transferring to. They should cancel each other out, giving you a zero total in your reports. To keep things tidy, I create a separate category called Transfer for these transactions. This way they don't distort your income or expense figures. Now that we've created some categories and rules, let's look at where you can manage them. Manage categories. View all categories. Rename categories. Nest under parent categories. Set colours and choose category type and the income and expense report, being either income only or expense only. Manage category rules. See all rules grouped by category. Check keyword counts and rule hit rates. Tips and best practices. Start simple. Add detail later with parent categories. Keep keywords broad. Avoid timestamps, branch names, and unique IDs. Review rules quarterly. Merchants change names and formats. Report hygiene. Set category type to income only or expense only. Avoid both. Transfers. Always use a dedicated category for transfers. Categories give structure, category rules and automation. Together, they'll save you time and keep your reports accurate. Next up is step 3, the transaction screen, your daily hub, where we'll streamline your day-to-day workflow.